Technology becomes an extension of our mind and transforms our lives as it has done in the past. During the 19th century, steam engines powered manufacturing. The factory was built around the central boiler, and mechanical power was distributed by a complex system of transmission belts to where it was needed. When electricity and electric motors were introduced in the 20th century, it was seen as a cleaner and more efficient version of the big steam engine. So it was natural for us to see electricity as an efficiency tool that makes factories a bit safer and more productive. We removed the big boiler and replaced it with a big electric motor. It took us a while to realize that smaller electric engines could deliver power at each workstation without relying on transmission belts. That transformed manufacturing and the life of workers with new factory layouts to optimize for work safety and smooth movement of materials. That was the real impact of electricity in manufacturing. This is a pattern in the history of technology adoption. Any technology is seen first as a tool for efficiency, not for transformation. The first internet websites look like digital versions of paper brochures and documents. AI is being used to emulate human functions in customer service, sales, note-taking, etc. The real impact of AI will come when we free ourselves from the limitations of our way of doing things and our current thinking. For example, AI might eliminate the need for us to own cars. It might make the work office obsolete. It will change the way we fight disease. AI is not simply a tool to automate our processes. It is something that will fundamentally transform our lives in the same way the internet or mobile computing did in the past. So, while we think about AI as our helpers or competitors in the short term, I want you to think about how the new world will be a decade from now. Not only thinking, but pivoting your skills with concrete and actionable advice. This is what we are exploring in this series. Let's get started on how you lead the inspiration economy and how to be an inspired transformer, not the project manager. Welcome to AI Skill Pivot, a careerzcast series preparing you for the adoption of AI in the workplace. The inspiration economy. In the inspiration economy, AI provides the logic, but humans provide the leap. We used to live in an information economy, where experts who are able to express useful knowledge capture most of the influence and value in the market. Then the internet made information accessible to all. It became more difficult for us to decide what to pay attention to. Those able to attract and hold our attention capture most of the influence and value in the market today. Just turn on the news and notice that the richest and most powerful people in our society also dominate coverage in the media. We are using technology to keep people thinking less and scrolling more. Advertisers put money where attention is. We live in the attention economy. And what is changing with the broad adoption of AI? AI LLMs further commoditize access to information and knowledge. It can also help individuals to synthesize large amounts of information, consuming a lot less attention than it does today. And it can help humans to automate low-level decisions and actions. So, if we can free ourselves from the attention economy, what is next? When we look at the writers and thinkers on the subject, authors like Michael Goldhaber calls it the intention economy, with AI and data analysis being used to predict and influence the user's intentions, and that ability being able to capture value in the market. There is also the concept of the trust economy that predicts humans will be fed up with some of the artifacts of the attention economy and will start to value trust as the most valuable asset. We will pay for reliable, high quality, and meaningful interactions. I will call what comes next the inspiration economy. In the information economy, it was about what you know. In the attention economy, it is about who you listen to. In the inspiration economy, it will be about why we do what we do. The inspiration economy refers to the impact of ideas on individuals, business, and society as a whole. The impact of perspiration, or the effort and resources to execute tasks, will be level set by AI. When the cost of doing drops to zero, the value of inspiring goes to infinity. The most successful future leaders are those who can use AI to handle the logic or the how, so they can spend 100% of their time on the inspiration or the why. The pivot: be the inspiring transformer. To thrive now and into the future, you have to pivot your skills. While we are at least a decade from some general intelligence doing the work we do today, your pivot needs to start now. Leadership is pivoting from managing tasks to orchestrating meaning. The project manager that just promotes communication between people and coordination between tasks is already obsolete. If not coordinating collective work, what's left for leaders? My generation was taught that knowledge is power. We became leaders by knowing more than everyone else. What happens when AI knows everything? Applying the available knowledge is to effectively use the technology to get things done. Your pivot is to move from expert, or the source of knowledge, to the architect, or the one who can articulate the questions everyone wants answered. In the AI era, your value is now found on the precision of the questions you put into the system. For the younger professionals watching, your natural strength is speed and synthesis. You are the AI natives. Your pivot is from passenger, the one who goes with the flow to make others happy, to pilot, who uses self-leadership to stay emotionally connected to the mission, even when the machine is pushing for speed. While most will focus on the what and the how, they will need inspiration to find the why. You need to be the trustworthy and inspiring leader so you can guide others in a world with intelligent machines. Here are a few skill pivots everyone can start today. The Inspiring Transformer Playbook. Number 1, radical transparency. Share the why behind the decisions, especially during times of uncertainty. AI is an opaque box. It doesn't understand why it's saying what it is saying. Sharing the why is the best way to earn trust and be human. Number 2, trust first. Don't micromanage. Trust people and grant them autonomy. Technology can help everyone with the how better than we can do. Number 3, embrace vulnerability. Acknowledge personal limitations and mistakes. This authenticity builds a trust loop where others feel safe to do the same. Number 4, psychological safety. Create an environment where team members can take risks and share ideas without fear of judgment or retaliation. In a world where AI knows the most popular path forward, you need non-obvious ideas that will take you out of strategic dead ends. Number 5, ethical friction. Purposefully slow down AI-driven decisions when they impact human lives. Things like hiring, firing, or customer privacy. Be the human in the loop, challenging the machine for human values. Career insight. As an organizational leader, I invested a lot of effort attempting to practice some of the leadership principles I described earlier and coaching people in my organization. When I was leading startups and in my last leadership position at Google, my leadership style was well received and I was an effective leader. Not as much when I was trying to do the same in a more industrial culture. You might or might not be working in a culture that is prepared for the future. That is not an excuse to continue asking your boss what the next task is. You have the power to influence your company, or at least to decide to move to a different company. But even leaders who are already modeling modern leadership need to transform. Think about the beginning of this episode. Technology is not only an efficiency tool. Over time, it becomes an extension of our minds and transforms how we operate. In the future, leaders will need the humility to listen and the ability to inspire and synthesize and express the collective challenges. The fake leader who leverages a position of power to tell others what to do will lose their function, as everyone now has access to the common knowledge on how to do things. Gen Z, I would like you to be a strategic rebel, the one who becomes the master of the system to change it from inside out. Pivot your skills now and check the next episodes in this series, and check out the Strategic Rebel video in CareerzCast. If you're already in a position of leadership, you need to climb the value stack and pivot your leadership skills today and start developing trust and the ability to inspire others. A last note on AI. We don't know how fast the technology will evolve in the future. I have been an avid user of AI as an assistant, and I'm amazed by its capabilities. The path forward synthesized by AI is most often a good path to follow. But that is not always the case. At important crossroads, strategic human synthesis will continue to be important, and that is part of inspiring leadership. Conclusion and call to action. The inspiration economy isn't about working harder, it's about thinking deeper. Being a leader in 2026 means having the courage to trust your human judgment when the machine only offers you probability. In the next episode, we'll look at the importance of authenticity. For now, don't forget to subscribe and watch for the next episodes of this series. And I see you in the episode number 4 of AI Skill Pivot.